A record win for the BJP in Gujarat, a clear majority to the Congress in Himachal. The Gujarat election result will certainly go a long way in bolstering the BJP's confidence. A return to power in Himachal may provide some solace to the Congress. Hello and welcome to Newscentre. I'm Parikshit Luthra. Over the next half hour, we will discuss results of the Gujarat and Himachal election. Let's go across to our guests. I'm now joined by Aparajita Sarangi of the BJP, a Lok Sabha MP, Sujata Paul of the Congress Party, Punit Juneja of the Aam Aadmi Party, and Sandeep Shastri, Vice Chancellor at Jagran Lake City University. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us. Let me begin with the BJP spokesperson on the panel, Aparajita Sarangi, BJP MP. I'd like to begin by asking you, how did the BJP change strategy on its election campaign, on its poll preparation in Gujarat after the 2017 assembly election result? The BJP had 112 seats in 2012. This came down to 99 in 2017. In the middle of the assembly, we also saw the BJP replacing the chief minister, replacing the cabinet. Give us a sense of what worked for the BJP in Gujarat.
A very good afternoon. I'll start with a few words in Hindi if you allow me. कितने नादान थे ये शहर के सारे जुगनू, मिलके कहते थे सूरज को उगने नहीं देंगे. The sun has risen in the state of Gujarat and it is burning with all glory. And in fact, we have to accept the fact that Bharatiya Janata Party in Gujarat has come a very hard way. Remember, in 1985, there were only 11 seats that came to the bag of BJP. And at that point of time, Madhav Singh Solanki of Congress had won 149 seats, and that was the all-time record. Now, today we stand with 157 seats in our kitty. We have broken the record of Madhav Singh Solanki. We thought we would be coming around 150, but we never thought we'd be doing so very well. So I think this is the victory of Honorable Prime Minister. This is the victory of his leadership, and this is the victory of our ideology. This is also the victory of the cadre who had been persevering all the while. Now, as far as Bharatiya Janata Party is concerned, we have a well-oiled election machinery. We put our strategy right. You know, when the strategy goes wrong, things actually go haywire, as it happened in Himachal maybe for, I think so, we would be coming to Himachal later. But as far as Gujarat is concerned, we have the tallest leader here, and the leader was Prime Minister Modi. Prime Minister Modi has a huge connect with the people of the state of Gujarat. In fact, I had been deputed to Gujarat to campaign in the elections, and I was there. Aam Aadmi Party had absolutely no presence in Gujarat whatsoever. And unfortunately, this Congress came down from 77 seats to just 18 to 20 seats this time. So this is a debacle for the Congress. Congress has been wiped away in Gujarat, and Bharatiya Janata Party has really gone up. In fact, three things define us: Seva, Vikas and Sangathan. We have a very strong cadre, and we believe in working at the booth level, so that actually helped us a lot. And we went to the people with a report card. In fact, Bhupendra Patel ji went to the people with a report card. We were all asked to talk about the development. So I think that was it, and that is why people of Gujarat blessed Prime Minister Modi.
All right, let me go across to the Congress spokesperson on the panel, Sujata Paul. Sujata, we will talk about Himachal Pradesh in just a bit, but I'd like to ask you, what happened in the state of Gujarat? Leaders we speak to, people who are campaigning we speak to, they felt that they were on their own as far as funding was concerned. They did not find or get too much support from the party high command. Mallikarjun Kharge came towards the end. What really happened? Why did the party high command, the leadership in Delhi, not pay enough attention to the state of Gujarat?
You know, Mr. Luthra, this is exactly what the narrative being set is, but this is not the truth at all. When you talk about the Congress Party was on the ground raising the local issues. And if I take a few examples, but before that, I would definitely like to comment on what Ms. Sarangi just mentioned. And, you know, when she's talking about the sun not setting on the BJP rule, it just sounds like this is really the West India Company that they're talking about. So what we were doing before independence, we are going to continue to do it right now also, because we have to free people of of the fear factor which has been used, the manner in which the Bilkis Bano's rapists were freed, the manner in which the Morbi tragedy did not make a difference to people. So we also have to look into that, because we were talking about local issues while people did not really care what happened to due to the Morbi tragedy. And the BJP candidate has won with a great margin over there. Then the Naroda Patia convict, his daughter was given a ticket, and she has also won by a fantastic margin. Congratulations to them. But the fact is that for people, the issues which are, the local based issues, they didn't seem to matter. We will look into it, but I definitely do want to tell you one thing, that the two C's of the BJP, that is corruption and commission, is something that we are going to continue to fight about. And when you talk about a democracy,
Ms.
there are
Paul,
two sides to it. Yes, yes. You were saying something.
Right. One quick question, Ms. Paul. You're saying that you raised issues which were very close to people in the state of Gujarat. You did that in Himachal as well. But Himachal was a better coordinated campaign. You had Priyanka Gandhi over there working very closely with Bhupesh Baghel. You raised issues which were resonating with the people. But isn't it right to say that there was no one in the party taking responsibility for the way the campaign was going? Because that's the sense one gets over after seeing the campaign over the last 2 to 3 months, that the focus really was not there.
Not at all. Mr. Luthra, if you talk about Gujarat and the leaders who were literally campaigning and camping in Gujarat, there were many of them. And of course, Rahul Gandhi ji went there, Mallikarjun Kharge ji also went there. But at the end of it, what do we want? We want governance. The BJP had to remove a chief minister and the entire cabinet. So this actually means that everything is about winning. And Ms. Sarangi just mentioned the 149 mark that that they had to cross, because it is all about making records and not about governance for the Prime Minister. And that is why every effort was being made only to cross that 149 mark. In 27 years, they did not have any achievements to showcase. So, you have to understand, and this is why I always say that the federal system has to be understood and respected, because what Himachal Pradesh voted for was not really an issue for the Gujaratis. So we'll have to look into ourselves also. We will be doing it, but we will continue to raise issues of the people, and nobody gets wiped out. So we are, because this is a democracy, and this is a democracy we respect a lot.
Okay, the problem also for the Congress party, and this is going to happen in states where it is an opposition or where it is a weak opposition. Punit Juneja of the Aam Aadmi Party now joining us. Punit Juneja, we see the Aam Aadmi Party leading in about 5 seats in the state of Gujarat. 3 it has already won according to the Election Commission. Is this now going to be the strategy for the Aam Aadmi Party? Look at states where the AAP can make a dent in Congress's vote bank, try and emerge as the alternative in the opposition?
Parikshit, it's not that it's only about the Congress vote bank. If you look at the perspective, from the perspective of Gujarat, Gujarat is a state where for 27 years, Congress as an opposition could not make much as an impact. Congress has been in opposition for 27 years, but never the elections in the past 3 decades were fought on actual issues. It was only after the entry of the Aam Aadmi Party that, if you have seen, that these elections were fought on the issues of education, healthcare, and even the Prime Minister had to make the promises with regards to the improvement of schools. He said that he will improve 14,000 schools all over India. They had to upgrade the schools in Ahmedabad to show that they are also working on this model of schools and healthcare. So Aam Aadmi Party is not here to dent anybody's vote share. Aam Aadmi Party is here to raise the issues of the people, which we have successfully done. Today, more than 40 lakh people have voted in favor of Aam Aadmi Party. We got an opening of 5 seats in Gujarat, which are more or less confirmed. by the looking at the latest trends. So Gujarat has shown faith in the policies and the politics that Aam Aadmi Party brings to the ground. What Congress is trying to say that if that we are denting into their vote share. So you cannot dent into someone's vote share unless you concede. So Congress has in its last 27 years done nothing, and therefore this could happen. And this will continue to happen in BJP's vote shares. In MCD, it wasn't Congress vote share. We won the elections of MCD yesterday. It wasn't the Congress vote share. It was BJP vote share. So simply saying that it's only the Congress that we are hurting or looking after, it's not the case. Wherever there is a question of good governance,
all right.
Aam Aadmi Party will go
Punit
there.
Juneja, I'm going to come back to you. I will definitely come back to you. We have to take one question with Sandeep Shastri before we go into a break. Mr. Shastri, before we start talking about Himachal Pradesh, what is the big picture for you from the state of Gujarat?
The big picture from Gujarat is simply this, that the BJP launched a very impressive campaign focusing on its central leadership, with its central leadership as its principal faces, and they were able to achieve the type of result that they have. Given the fact that the Prime Minister and Home Minister hailed from this state, I think in that sense it was an endorsement of the two people from Gujarat who are there in national politics. Secondly, I think it is also an impact of a two-party competition becoming a three-party competition. I think the BJP immensely benefited from the fact that the vote of the non-BJP got split between the AAP and the Congress and worked to their advantage. Ultimately, if you look at the vote share has gone up marginally for the BJP from the last election, but then the seat difference has been huge. And this huge seat difference with a small vote share difference is principally because the vote against the BJP has been split. I think that's the clear verdict, and studies have shown that when it came to the state government, after all these years in power, there was an element of disenchantment setting in. But the BJP very, very cleverly was able to strategically plan its strategy, plan its approach in a way that the focus was on central policies, central leadership, and that is what ultimately, I think, got them the victory. They were also assisted by the fact that the Congress did not seem to get its act together in the state. The state leadership of the party was not very visible. The central leadership of the party was not there on the ground for a sustained period of time to take the campaign forward. And this also, I think, was something that dented the Congress campaign and placed the BJP as a result at an advantage. So for me, this historic victory in Gujarat for the BJP is a byproduct of all these factors.
All right, we'll take a short break, but don't go anywhere. We'll discuss the election result in Himachal Pradesh. And also, let's not forget, 9 states go to assembly elections next year. What's the picture for that? And the big general election, that's coming up on the other side. All our guests continue to be with us. The Bharatiya Janata Party election machinery has not only won the Gujarat battle, it has also delivered the best ever result for any party in the state. With the tally well over 150, the BJP has eclipsed the Congress's 1985 assembly poll performance, when it bagged 149 seats, riding majorly on the sympathy wave post the assassination of Indira Gandhi. Sensing a rising anti-incumbency after 2 decades in power, the BJP took cognizance of a shrinking tally in 2017 and had swung into damage control mode almost 2 years ago. It replaced Vijay Rupani with Bhupendra Patel as Chief Minister, brought in a new state party chief and carried out a massive organizational overhaul. Prime Minister Modi addressed 30 rallies in the state after election dates were announced. The result? The BJP has fortified its bastion for a 7th term. The only other party to win 7 state elections in a row is the CPM in West Bengal before Mamata Banerjee ended the winning run in 2011. The BJP also won from Morbi, the epicenter of a tragic bridge collapse that led to the death of over 130 people.
इस चुनाव में हमारी जीत का एक कारण हमारे लोकप्रिय और वैश्विक नेता आदरणीय नरेंद्र भाई और यशस्वी गृह मंत्री श्री अमित भाई शाह साहब का निरंतर मार्गदर्शन भी है.
Once a formidable player in the state, the Congress lost around 60 seats from its 2017 tally and over 15% vote share to emerge as a sullen runners-up. The Congress election campaign had worn a rather lackluster look compared to the BJP's election blitzkrieg. Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra coordinates did not even touch Gujarat. The Aam Aadmi Party, which fought its first assembly election in the state, opened its tally and ate into the Congress's share. However, the AAP CM candidate Isudan Gadvi lost his seat. The grand old party can, however, draw some solace from the Himachal Pradesh results. The hill state stuck to its tradition of switching between the two national parties, handed the Congress a majority. The Congress's promise to restore the old pension scheme and the growing resentment among the powerful Apple lobby may have worked against the BJP. The legacy of Veerbhadra Singh, Congress's tallest leader and multiple-term chief minister, has also been a crucial factor behind the Congress's triumph in Himachal Pradesh.
डेमोक्रेसी में एक दिन की हार जीत परमानेंट नहीं रहती. डेमोक्रेसी में हार जीत तो होती है, लेकिन अपने उसूल तो हम नहीं छोड़ने वाले ना. ये तो आइडियोलॉजिकल फाइट है हमारी. इसमें हार जीत तो होती है और हम देखेंगे, फिर उसको सुधारने की कोशिश करेंगे. जहाँ कुछ कमियां हैं उसको भी ठीक करेंगे और लड़ते रहेंगे.
The Gujarat victory is a shot in the arm for the BJP ahead of the 2024 general election. The next big assembly elections are in Karnataka and Madhya Pradesh, where the Congress will be hoping to put up a fight which was sorely missing in Gujarat. With Abhishek Datta Roy and Samiksha Sharma in Mumbai, in Delhi, this is Parikshit Luthra. Let's continue with our guest, Aparajita Sarangi of the BJP. If I can come to you now, what went wrong in the state of Himachal Pradesh? You had a strong leader, a well-established cadre there, but you could not really buck the trend.
We accept the defeat of Bharatiya Janata Party in Himachal Pradesh. In fact, let me tell you very candidly that Jairam Thakurji's government had put its best efforts in the last 5 years in the interest of the people of Himachal Pradesh. But, you know, something went wrong somewhere. Some narrative was wrong, some actions were wrong, or maybe certain issues that we did not dwell upon, we should have dwelt upon. But all said and done, the difference in vote share between that of BJP and Congress in Himachal Pradesh is just 1%. So I think I can only say that we will learn from our defeat. We would be going for self-introspection. We have heard Sri Jairam Thakurji in an interview a couple of minutes back, and he was very candid about one thing, that they would continue to work for the people of Himachal Pradesh. They would be raising issues as a very responsible opposition in the Himachal Pradesh Vidhan Sabha. So I think it is how, I mean, we wanted to change the tradition, we wanted to change the parampara or the rivaj, as we said, but it did not happen. We put in our best efforts. In fact, the campaign was also extremely good, and the Karmis were also motivated on the ground, but I think something went wrong somewhere. We would be analyzing the causes of defeat and we would be correcting ourselves. Now here, Bharatiya Janata Party is indeed a party with a difference. We don't blame others for our defeat, we blame ourselves for our defeat. We would be indulging in self-introspection and correct ourselves.
Okay. All right, let me get in Sujata Paul. Sujata, as far as the Congress goes in Himachal Pradesh, now it's time for government formation. We believe senior leaders like B.S. Huda, Bhupesh Baghel, Rajiv Shukla, Priyanka Gandhi, all of them are overseeing government formation, and also who will be the head of the party in the legislature. You've got three key faces over there. Who is likely to be the chief minister from the Congress party in Himachal?
as far as the Congress party is concerned, it is the the legislative body which is going to decide, and we must wait for some time till that happens. And I must point out a few things over here. Everybody should remember one thing, that whether it is Gujarat or Pradesh, we focused on the local issues. We did not bring national and international issues into the election. And the reason, the reason for that is because it is the states are important. And the Bharatiya Janata Party has very clearly mentioned how in Gujarat, how they were talking about how the Prime Minister was being targeted. If you went to Himachal Pradesh, their entire, all the union ministers, all the ministers from various states, the chief ministers, they were all camping in Himachal Pradesh. But what has happened? They have been defeated. So that means there are different issues, but the federal structure must be respected, which the BJP has not been doing. And I'm happy that my party, fights an ideological war. It does not. It does not target people. It is basically about the real issues. We do not bank on hatred, divisiveness, and that is
Ms.
why
Paul?
the BJP. Yes.
Right. Yes, we're running out of time. I'm going to put some quick questions now to our remaining panelists. Mr. Shastri, as far as the next year's assembly elections go, we're going to see assembly election battles in at least 9 states. What does this election result entail for the politics in 2023, the assembly elections of 2023?
I think different results in Gujarat and Himachal and also the MCD clearly shows that parties will have to put up different strategies state by state. The northeastern states will have to have different strategies, Karnataka separate strategy, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Rajasthan separate strategies. I think what is clearly coming out is, while central leadership is helping the BJP in being able to move forward, the central leadership does require to also have as its base the work that is being done by local level leadership. And I think Himachal proves this fact that with the Prime Minister being very busy in the campaign in Gujarat, maybe the devotion of time to Himachal was not there, and you saw the impact in Himachal. The fact that the Congress did not have its top leaders participating in the campaign resulted in, possibly in Himachal, the party just being able to manage a majority. So I think every party needs to work out its specific strategy in a particular state, given whether it's a two-party competition, multi-party competition, what is the role of its national leaders, which are the issues, do you have credible faces at the state level? I think all these factors will have to be strategized by parties as they go into the polls next year. And I think, Parikshit, what it proves is Gujarat and Himachal proves that the real victor of the election is the voter of India.
All right, that's a good note to end on. Thank you very much, Mr. Shastri, Ms. Paul, Ms. Sarangi, and the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson also on the panel for joining us. With that, it's a wrap on this edition of News Centre. Don't go anywhere. News continues on the other side.